Okay, so once you've seen the unpivoting video, now what we're aiming to do is the opposite, which is pivoting columns, right? So we have this on the right, this is our starting point now. And then what we want to do in Power Query is to pivot the column, and we would have this format on the left. So this is similar to what you're doing when you're inserting a pivot table. So what we want to show to you is you can do the same thing as well inside Power Query. So we have the months listed over here, and now you want it to be your column headers, and then your sales number would be included in here in a more human readable format. Okay, so let's go to the data. So we have this data over here, right? So we have the, you could think of it like an expanded format. Okay, and then if I go now to data from table, let's do this in Power Query. Okay, so once we're inside Power Query, you could see your table being loaded over here. So what we're gonna do now is to transform, right? Go to transform, and then you could see this selection over here, pivot column. And what do we want to pivot, which would be our month, right? So that it will be moved to our column, like column headers. So if we select this right now, we will have a selection of the values column. So the values column is the one that you want to show, right? For the values. So if we want sales, so that it will be shown, we have the customer on the first column, right? And then you have your month as the column headers, and sales will be used to populate the rest of the rows. And if we go to advanced columns, we don't want to sum the sales, right? We don't need that. So we just select don't aggregate. If we go okay, right? You could see your table in just a single click. It's now transformed to this human readable format for you, and it's a lot easier to read because you have your customer, and you can just read the sales numbers from January all the way to December, right? Just by scrolling from left to right. Okay, so once we're happy with the data, let's go back to home and go close and load. And you have your new table all set and ready to go.